The Open Door mission is working to prevent homelessness in Rochester. We're joined now by Executive Director Anna Valeria-Iseman, talking about a new program that is preventing families or people from entering that shelter, the shelter system. And we always hear the saying that all of us are just one disaster away from experiencing homelessness or something like that. And this is something that's going to work to prevent that.
Yes, we've actually been doing this for about a year, and so we haven't been too public about it just because we've been kind of getting to know it, get to know the folks. And how we started doing it was when we realized we had so many people calling us that we had to turn away. Our programs are only so big, they only have so much capacity. And when we started having to turn folks away, we got to know their circumstances a little bit more. So instead of just referring them out, we said, well, what's going on, you know? And what we found was that around 50% of the people that we have to turn away could actually be helped and prevented from entering the shelter system altogether just by receiving some assistance. And most of the time, it's about $1,000 or less per household. And we've been able to help over 60 households in the past year with that.
And that keeps them in the household.
It keeps them where they are, or oftentimes we have families that are in that doubled up category. They're staying in overcrowded conditions, and maybe mom is working and just not getting enough to get that first month's rent and security deposit. So if we can take care of that, that keeps the family intact, gets them out of an unstable situation and into some more stability.
And helps give them a boost as well, a little cushion. How much, this is just incredible because you think of people who find themselves, they're back against the wall and there's nowhere else to go. And this is giving them that lifeline, so to speak. How are you able to do this, to be able to provide this funding for these families?
This entire program has been completely privately funded. So as we talk to churches, we talk to our business partners, we talk to our individual donors and say, once we started doing this and helping out a few families here and there as our cold water program was full and we started having to turn people away. And as we started talking about that a little bit more with our donors and churches, they were responding and saying, really, that's all it takes? And that's something we can be a part of, and so we've been really able to help way more than we had anticipated, and we really hope to continue to do more this year as well.
Yeah, for $1,000 to help keep a family in a home as opposed to going back into a shelter, then having to find another home. It seems like it's a much, I don't want to say better bargain by any means, but a further stretch of the dollar.
Absolutely. It's absolutely a better, it's a more efficient way to do it financially, and it's also so much more better, healthier for the family, to keep the family intact and the family from entering that trauma for the kids and all that goes with that.
Yeah, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you don't have to use any names, but I always just love hearing, like, is there one individual family or someone you can tell us about that this maybe changed their lives completely, that you can, remember in this year-long program?
Yes, there's many. As I said, we've helped over 60, and some of them have stood out. We've had several families who have been living in their car. We even started with one who the mom was staying in the car. This is going back to one of the first families we served. The mom was staying in the car, and her children were actually staying in a relative's house, and but there wasn't enough room, so the mom actually would be in the car outside of the place where the children were so they could see each other at night. And again, she was working. She was actually making like $2 a week too much to qualify for benefits. And so something as simple as first month's rent and security deposit can help a family like that.
Wow, these are real life struggles for many people in our community, and it's good to see the impact that you guys are making. If someone wants to give to the cause or help this, can they do that?
Absolutely. OpenDoorMission.com or call me, either way. OpenDoorMission.com.
Wonderful.
Yes. No one wants to turn away donors, which is great.
No, of course not. We'll take your money. They'll take your money, absolutely. Well, thank you for stopping by. Wonderful to hear about this program, and we can't wait to see how it evolves over the years and what else is next.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me.
60 families in the first year. I have a feeling you guys are going to be helping a lot of people out in Rochester. Stay with us. Your local headlines and a check your forecast is next.